Watching Siddharth Malhotra and Parineeti Chopra's Jabariya Jodi, a romantic comedy, is like being in a bad marriage that has gone irrevocably sour. You hang on to it, hoping that there's a happy ending somewhere, but no such ending ever arrives. Similar is the fate of the viewers who are watching the movie Jabariya Jodi. Firstly, let me tell you what I liked about the film, and there's very little, honestly. It was Parineeti Chopra. There's something about her that's really vivacious, and she's one of the few actresses who has this charisma and the verve to actually inject life into any character. The movie is set in Patna, and it's set against the backdrop of groom kidnappings. As far as concepts go, it's a very interesting one. Imagine in Bihar, till today, there are grooms being kidnapped, eligible bachelors being kidnapped, forced to marry at gunpoint because they don't have the money to pay the dowry. So it's almost like it's a fallout from the social evil of dowry, where grooms are kidnapped and forced to marry girls. It's such a bizarre and morbid concept, and such a fantastic concept at that. So it held a lot of promise, but somehow director Prashant does not do a good job of translating well onto the big screen. Siddharth Malhotra plays a henchman. He's the lead player. He's called Abhay Singh. He's very uncouth, we are told. He's got daddy issues because his dad has questionable morals. And what we have is a very confused young man who resorts to kidnapping grooms for money. As far as casting go, this is one of the movies where it does not get their casting right. Siddharth Malhotra is too vanilla to play a henchman. He's not uncouth, and no matter how hard he tries to be rough and rugged, it somehow does not land. His father, played by Javed Jaffrey, is a goon of sorts. He's got political heft but has a criminal bent of mind, and he treats his mother very shabbily. So he comes from a troubled home. So he's a commitment phobe of sorts, we are told. That's the backstory. But the funny part about this film is that it would have benefited so much if they had just focused on groom kidnappings and making a comedy about that. Instead, it snowballs into this grand love story between Babli, played by Parineeti Chopra, and Abhay Singh. Both of them are very confused about each other, and they're not very sure if they want to commit. And it takes a long time for them to realize that they're soulmates. And by then, we wish we were dead. So that's one of the sad parts about Jabariya Jodi. It's a forced union, and there is no happy ending for the viewer in sight. In fact, there's also a very disturbing scene by Parineeti Chopra where she has this propensity to elope with boyfriends, and one of them, they don't show up, and she goes and beats the hell out of him. It's supposed to be a comic scene. Somehow in this day and age of violence against people in general, it's just not fair that you go around hitting men just because they don't want to elope with you. Perhaps a conversation would have made more sense. So I did not find those scenes particularly funny. But the ones who are funny are friends of Parineeti Chopra. They're so endearing, especially Apar Shakti Khurana. He plays Santo, who is Parineeti Chopra's best friend. And the best part of them, they have some very good chemistry going on between them. In fact, I was rooting for the besties to unite rather than actually Siddharth Malhotra and Parineeti Chopra's character. It shows the kind of lack of chemistry or spark that they have. If it's going to be a grand love story, then you have to have enough chemistry to keep the momentum going, which is a sad thing. The climax of the film is very long as well. You need to be very patient for this movie to play out. I've gone with 2 out of 5. For my full review, go to gulfnews.com/tabloid.